ChatGPT was released in November 2022, and since then it became a viral sensation. It was all over the internet. It was in the memes, people were doing their homeworks, people were even writing songs with ChatGPT. But what is ChatGPT? In this video, you're going to learn everything about ChatGPT. We're going to talk about what is ChatGPT and how it really works. We're not only going to talk about the basic commands, but also the advanced capabilities and potential of ChatGPT that you might not be aware of. We're going to find the difference between ChatGPT 3.5 and 4, and is it worth paying for the paid subscription? We're going to answer questions such as, is it going to replace programmers or is it plagiarism-free? We're going to talk about the future of ChatGPT and also how ChatGPT can be bad for you. That is things that you need to be careful of. So if you're interested, then stay tuned and let's get started. Hi, my name is Priya and I simplify complex topics. So you'll find tutorials, digital tech reviews, videos about digital marketing, business case studies, marketing case studies, and much more. It's going to be an exciting journey and I want you to join me in it. So if you're interested, then click on that subscribe button. Now let's get started. So ChatGPT is actually a variant of GPT, and GPT is called Generative Pre-trained Transformer. As the name suggests, it's a language model which has been trained to respond like a human when it receives an input, which can be a question, a prompt, anything. This was developed by OpenAI, which is an AI research and deployment company. And the whole idea is that you ask any input and it gives you an output in the form of a human text-like response. But how ChatGPT really works? To understand how ChatGPT works, we need to understand three things. First thing is how it is trained. ChatGPT is trained on a diverse range of internet text. It learns patterns and structures in the language, enabling it to generate responses based on the context it's given. Next thing is input-output mechanism. When provided with a prompt, which can be a question or anything that you ask from ChatGPT, it processes that information and generate a text which has to be as similar as possible to a human-like response. Now, how I do it? By understanding structure and pattern of the data which has been provided to it during the training. And most importantly, this model has been designed to have a strong grasp on language, syntax, and context. If it won't understand the language, then it won't be able to respond like a human being. So this is a very critical part of this language model. Now let's talk about the basic and advanced commands. So you already know what basic commands you can give to ChatGPT, right? Let's talk about what are the advanced capabilities and potential of ChatGPT so that we can use it to its full potential. Let me show you. It's time to dive into what is ChatGPT capable of. I'll start with the basics. If you don't know how to get access to ChatGPT, all you need to do is go to Google, type OpenAI, and then you land to their website. You can try ChatGPT from scratch or you can create a login. Now, once you get into ChatGPT, it allows you to either be in 3.5 version, which is the free version, or either you can choose ChatGPT 4. Right now, I have access to ChatGPT 4 and I'll show you how ChatGPT 4 is much more advanced and what all capabilities it provides you. In order to find that, for ChatGPT 3.5, it's pretty basic. You can come here and type any questions. It only allows you basic tasks, and most of the time I find whatever information comes through is not very reliable. But if you switch on to ChatGPT 4, what are the options that you get? What are the advanced features that you get that not many people are talking about? You can explore all of that here in Explore GPTs. So when you click on Explore GPTs, it gives you all the options, all the advanced capabilities that it is capable of. For example, you can create images, you can work on writing, you can work on productivity, you can work on research and analysis, you can work on programming, education, and even improve your lifestyle. I'll show you how. So these are the options that come by GPT, which is DALL-E, which we all know creates images. Data analysis, that is amazing. You can put Google analysis of your business, write the context, and ask ChatGPT to not only make a summary report of it, but also give you an advice on what things should you improve. Because the data is just waste unless you don't know what is the context and what all things to consider while analyzing something. So ChatGPT helps you with that. Apart from that, I love the fact that it gives you a creative writing coach. So whenever you write on your own, ChatGPT gives you tips and tricks that you can improve your writing on your own. Because at the moment, I feel that although ChatGPT helps you with writing, but it still doesn't give that human touch that is required. And it's very easy to say, okay, this is written by ChatGPT. The next thing that I love is that it provides you its own negotiator. So for example, if you're negotiating for your salary, or if you are, you run a business and you're negotiating with a client, you can role play with ChatGPT and it will help you with tips and tricks that you can use to your advantage for enhancing that negotiation. This is very, very helpful, and a lot of people make a lot of money by being someone's negotiator. So this is a very advanced tool that I highly recommend for usage. Apart from that I love is Tech Support Advisor. So it will help you from setting up a printer to troubleshooting a device. So for example, when I bought my new microphones, it helped me to troubleshoot that to find out what am I missing on. So I think this is a very good tool which helps you step by step on if you're not very technically advanced or tech savvy. I would get into productivity hacks, which I love. You can use diagrams show me, which will create creative diagrams to visualize everything. For example, this is a very good tool if you're planning your goals for the year, you're planning your objectives for the year. It gives you a beautiful design, and I'll show you how. So look at the beautiful images that it shows, and you can use it for report analysis and even for creating presentations for your clients. I think it's a beautiful feature. Apart from this, what I love is that in research and analysis, you can not only ask your PDF research assistant to, for example, if there are multiple files, it will summarize things for you. Moreover, if you are a programmer, you can take help of ChatGPT 4 and you can give it, for example, a code and ask it to find error. Not only it will find the errors, but it will also tell you how can you improve it and what way you can solve it, and it will give you the context for it, which is amazing because it saves so much of time. And this is why there's a huge debate whether it's going to replace the programmers and data analysts. Let me know in the comment section what are your thoughts. The other thing that I love is I wish I had this when I was a kid. It allows you to solve math queries, and you can ask any question. For example, you can ask it to solve this query where you can ask it to make a graph of this function, and not only it will analyze it, but it will also explain you how, which is beautiful for learning and solving your homework. Look at how it is giving you step by step on how can you approach this equation. Not only that, it will give you related knowledge or questions as well, which can help you understand that topic even further. Let's move on to the lifestyle aspect, which I love. If you love traveling and you just don't like planning it, then ChatGPT will help you with that as well. So you can see tools over here where you can plan your travel through ChatGPT. Okay, so let's talk about what is the difference between ChatGPT 3.5 and 4. Although there are many differences, but let's cover the important ones. The first and most important difference is that although ChatGPT 3.5 model is made up of 175 billion parameters, ChatGPT 4 is even larger with an undisclosed number of parameters. You remember how I told you how ChatGPT is trained? In training data for ChatGPT 3.5, data was used up to 2021 and it was broad internet text. But for ChatGPT 4, more extensive and diverse data has been used, including more recent data, which allows ChatGPT 3.5 to have some limitations in nuance, but ChatGPT 4 is trained even further, which enhance its understanding of complex and nuanced queries. When it comes to applications, ChatGPT 3.5 can provide chatbots, content creation, coding assistance. However, ChatGPT 4 can provide you expanded applications, including more reliable advice and educational tools. However, I won't rely on legal analysis or legal advice or medical advice, even for ChatGPT 4. Now let's talk about, is it worth buying ChatGPT 4? Although ChatGPT 3.5 is free, but if you want to try plugins, then they're not free. For ChatGPT 4, it comes under the subscription. The subscription at the moment is $20 USD excluding GST, and I think it's worth it if you are a content creator, if you do report analysis, if you're a programmer, or if you find some value. In my opinion, $20 is not a lot for the value that it provides. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section. So here are a few things that ChatGPT is working to improve. The first thing is personalization. ChatGPT is working to better personalization, to better tailor responses based on a user history and preference. For example, if you write your script in a funny way, ChatGPT will try to emulate that response without even you commanding it. Next is multimodal capabilities, which is my favorite. So now not just you'll receive text-like response, in the future you can even get images, audio and video responses just from ChatGPT, which will allow you not to be reliant and dependent on so many other AI tools, but rather it will become that one-stop shop where you can do it all. Apart from this, ChatGPT is working to improve its contextual capabilities, which is to improve the context, and also language proficiency, because there are so many more dialects and languages that still need to be incorporated in ChatGPT yet. But let's talk about what are the things that you need to be careful while using ChatGPT. These things can be potentially more dangerous than you think. The first is ChatGPT itself warns you that it can make mistakes. So it's very important to not completely rely on the information that you get from ChatGPT. Next is privacy concerns. Remember how ChatGPT works? It takes in the information from its database and then gives you a response. So if you share something private and something that you shouldn't, like your bank card details or your address, this potentially might create security issues for you in the future. So be very careful of what information you're putting in ChatGPT. Next is, it's not a good idea to critically rely on ChatGPT simply because it can make errors, but it can be potentially dangerous. For example, if you're asking for medical advice or a legal advice. Next, GPT can have bias in its response. Now, this is something which is more dangerous because remember how we discussed how ChatGPT works. It has been trained through data to understand structure and pattern. This data can belong to a particular demographic and might have a biased information. Always do your own research. So have I missed out on anything? Let me know in the comment section. If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe. If you don't like this video, then let me know what can I improve. There's huge room for improvement on this channel and I'm working really hard. So thank you so much for watching and I hope this video helped and I'll see you in my next video. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.